I really appreciate the randomness of walking into a record store or something,
Yeah,
finding things or being given things. People don't, I don't know. I mean, people share playlists, sure, but then there's it's been with me and friends who specifically like kinds of music,
yeah, that's true.
and it's probably a playlist for that kind. So it's a
Yeah, that's
little
what I was
like
gonna say.
with
It's
that.
it's very
Mm.
curated, like, um,
Yeah.
but on the other hand, I it's like I do remember like when I was in high school and even probably in university too. I would say my main way of finding music is something that I don't do at all anymore. I just like realized this like a day or two ago, because my main way of
Mm.
finding music before was I would there would be a band that I like, right? And then
Yeah.
I would look them up on the internet. Usually, like either go onto their Wikipedia page or read like interviews or listen to interviews, whatever that they give. And anytime they mention like another band that they like or that they've worked with or that inspired them or whatever, okay, I'll
Yeah.
go check that out. And then it's like it like creates this web of like all these like interconnected bands, like how like I can link like Les Claypool and Sting, like that's crazy. Like just by
Yeah.
like because and I mean Metallica can be linked in with that as well, because Les Claypool, who plays for Primus, for a short while was associated with Metallica when they were looking for a bassist, and then they told him, "Nah, go do your own thing. You're too good to be in our band." And then Les Claypool
Yeah.
also had a side project with Stuart Copeland of the Police, who played with Sting. Like it's like this web
Yeah.
of like interconnected like bands like that, and then things
Mm.
like, if you remember watching It Might Get Loud,
Yes.
like, and so it's like, oh, I
Well,
listened to the White Stripes and I like Led Zeppelin, so I'll watch this movie. And then they talk about this guy called Link Ray. I'm like, oh, okay, let me look up Link Ray. He's got the song Rumble that Jimmy Page listens to uh, in his little record collection room. And it's like, oh,
yeah.
now there's
Yeah.
like this whole like other like lane for me to go down and find new music. Like
Mm.
that used to be my main way of of finding music. Now
Yeah.
it's just like open Spotify and see what they suggest.
Yeah. It's kind of sad. Like it's just like it makes it so much harder to do it the old way. You got to like put time aside just to do those things.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's down to everyone, but it was a lot like simpler in the sense that you cut out. There's like there was a time where you couldn't just listen to music literally all the time, unless you maybe had like a Walkman or something. So it's kind of like in those times you really did appreciate when you were listening to music.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, yeah, you like things like cassettes people would put together for each other, stuff like that.
Yeah, man. It's like,
Like putting the radio, but like live, like you're just like quickly like rushing to capture like a song for a few minutes. It's kind of crazy.
yeah,
Also,
it's
you're probably driving while you're doing that.
true. Yeah, how safe that is a discussion for a whole a whole other day. But
Mm.
I I also remember like it was more of, I mean, I suppose it's basically what I was saying earlier, but it was more of an activity, finding new music. Whereas now it's just
Mm.
something that like sort of passively happens to you. Like
Mm.
you don't go out there, or at least me personally, I don't really go out and look for music anymore. It's either
No.
something that's fed to me through Spotify, or it will come to me through some kind of like passive consumption of content. Like I'll be scrolling through my YouTube shorts and I'll find an interview, and someone mentions it. Whereas in the past it was like I'll go and I'll search like Jack White interview or something, and I'll whatever listen to what he's got to say. But now it's just like little clips that are being like fed to me, like, and I'm just like passively
Yeah.
scrolling. It's like mixed in with like other like comedy shorts or whatever. Not something that I'm sitting down and thinking, okay, I want to like dive into this artist's like mind right now and learn what is their approach to music and what are they listening to and what can I take from
Mm.
that. Like, no, I'll just happen to it. Oh, okay, that's cool. Like,
Yeah.
maybe show me more of that in the future. But I suppose,
Yeah.
but I suppose that's also like sort of opened up more time to like the time that I would usually I've just been sitting around digging through the crates, as it were, looking for new music. Is not the digital crates is now
Yeah.
like I suppose spent like looking for other things online, like reading materials
Mm.
or whatever. So
Yeah.
maybe there's a good side to it actually. Now that I think about it a little bit more.
Yeah. There's always some con to it. I mean, like perk to it because, yeah, like I have found some great things through the algorithm by accident, but then yeah, I mean, I really don't want to give it credit for that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and
it does happen.
I also
But
can't
I
think
mean,
of anything.
maybe,
Sorry, yeah.
yeah. No, it's just like they they are playing maybe like a band's genre is just in line with something I would inevitably find anyway, you know?
That's also true. Um, I suppose that might be because it is like specifically catered to you based on like your
Mm,
listening history, your viewing history. So
yeah.
like it's taking into account what you like when it shows you something. But
I really want AI to help out with that. Like that's where I want AI to streamline efficient, like make efficient the processes of, you know, feeding me what I really like, or specifically remembering when I told it no. You know,
yeah, that would be a big
like
help because I
that's
keep telling these things no, and it keeps showing me the things that I'm saying no to.
yeah, like I would love and probably like pay for, you know, that kind of service if I could really get, my like whatever it is, if it's YouTube or something, like it down the line, that's what I want. I'd like to at least truly be able to remove all the crap that you don't want.
Yeah.
I hope, even if it's like not the the big platforms out now, but eventually there's more options. There's someone supersedes the giant
I don't know,
in the
man.
field.
I feel like the chances of that are so low because it's so hard to
Yeah.
compete with because remember the giants are often actually running at a loss themselves because that's just like the nature of that space. Like YouTube runs at a loss. YouTube doesn't make money. That's why YouTube
uh,
is owned by Google. like
Yeah.
YouTube would not be able to survive without a like massive parent company like Google. So if you're going to enter that space and you want to compete with YouTube, just remember you are going to be operating at probably the same loss that they're operating at, but you don't have a backer like Google. You're an independent thing, so you're probably gonna have to start charging.
Mm.
You're gonna have to like off rip just start like charging people to use your service, which is gonna turn them away, and they're gonna go back to YouTube because all the content is there and it's free.
Yeah, it is. It's really hard to shake things up. Like
Very.
once everyone's settled in.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just like it's not just whatever's actually happening with the platform. It's also the fan base or the followers and the
Yeah.
people will just like even when everyone said they were gonna leave Twitter, not everyone left Twitter.
Yeah, like
Like
what's
that.
this new thing? This is it Blue Sky? I think it's called that people are
Yeah.
like trying to promote now, but I don't know. I don't really see
Mm,
it gaining that much traction. It just seems to be with like a very select group of people,
yeah.
mostly like very
And
politically active people are mostly over there.
yeah. Yeah, and also for art, like there was one or two that tried to sort of, um, you know, replace Instagram, and like DeviantArt's been gone for like it's not
Well, I mean,
used as much as it
yeah, it
used
still
to,
exists, but
but
it's not as popular.
it still exists. But yeah, and
And it seems like
and they
deviant
just
art is
don't make
mostly
it
just for
work.
furry porn now.
Probably, I would bet that that's what I would see
Yeah,
if I went on it.
definitely.
Um, if weirder, like furry plus
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
other thing. I
Furry is
can't even.
baseline. Like,
Yeah. Mm, yeah. So, and that's another thing. Like when it comes to art, people really want to draw um naked people, like characters or whatever.
yeah, yeah,
Whether it's sexualized or not, it just can't happen.
yeah. People are
And
just drawn to the
so
nude
it's
human
like,
form, I guess.
so you have to go to some dodgy place.
Yeah.
And by that point, it's just not worth it. If you're really not actually like there for like the sexual nature of it, you actually just want to look at uncensored stuff like art or whatever.
Yeah.
It's more effort than it's worth for me.
Oh,
Like
yeah, true.
I, I can't. Yeah, it's so
And
funny. And
and
then
I've
all that shit just gets relegated to a Patreon or some sort of
yeah.
private
And
paid
if it's not a
like
and if it's
account.
not on a paid if it's not like behind a paywall, then you're only gonna find it in a place where it gets lumped in with like the most vile shit that you do not want to see.
Mm, yeah, no, exactly. And like I just actually wanted Instagram for art to be able to like look at regular people's art, not like big art accounts.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and that's still kind of possible, but yeah, it's obviously not really worth it because of how much like shorts and ads and shit you have to scroll through.
Yeah,
And
it's a lot. It's a lot. I've never
yeah, so
I don't really use Instagram much myself, but I'm assuming it's like any other social media platform where
it's
the
yeah, it's
ads are like
they've all been yeah. I remember in the last 2, 3 years, Instagram started to seem like YouTube, and YouTube started to seem, and it was just like it's just losing itself in all the ad bullshit.
yeah, yeah.
And
It's when there's things like the
like
shorts and stories and reels and TikTok, like all that sort of
yeah,
like homogenization of their like
right. Yeah.
uh, their feed, you know.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a problem because if I wanted, say, a stupid TikTok video, I would go on TikTok,
I have to say though,
or
I was
if I just wanted to look at pictures, that's really what Instagram or something like
right,
Instagram
yeah,
should be.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Just yeah,
But I have to say,
um,
I was so opposed to YouTube Shorts when that started because I was like, if I wanted to
mm,
go on TikTok, I would go on TikTok, you know, because YouTube Shorts is
yeah,
basically TikTok, but
it is.
it's like
Yeah,
people repost their TikTok content there, and YouTubers post like highlights and clips from their longer form content into the shorts. And at first, I
yeah,
was so opposed to it, but in a way, it's actually been kind of good because I find a lot of useful like music
mm,
production tips through shorts, and
yeah.
I find a lot
They
of
do it.
like decent like I find a lot of
They're
good
like,
comedy as well that way. And if I want to see more, I'll just click on the page and I'll find their long form content, you know. And if I don't want to watch their long form
yeah,
content, I can just relegate them to my shorts. So I've come around
yeah.
on the TikTokification of YouTube. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
It's
there's
been quite useful.
definitely places where it's useful. Yeah, like as you said, like tutorials, it's quite cool because they sometimes what you need, the information is quick and easy to share.
Yeah,
And if you are given a restriction of doing it in a minute or less, then they can do that. Someone will do it, and then you'll get your answer quick, and that's
and
nice.
specifically with tutorials, it de-incentivizes that previous trend that we had of like this could be explained in 10 seconds, but This guy has made a 10-minute video about this. And the thing that you need is right in the middle somewhere, you know? Like,
Yeah.
now you just get that 10 seconds that you need, done. Like, I
Yeah.
will say that Google did have a somewhat elegant way of fixing that problem where if you search the problem on Google instead of on YouTube, you'll get the YouTube result, but Google will show you the first result they'll show you. It'll be the video, but it will be at the point where they actually address your question with a transcription of what the creator of the video is saying. So you might even not even
Yeah.
have to watch the video. The answer can just pop up right there, or you could just watch the part of the video that's relevant, which was cool. But this removes the step of having to search Google. You can literally just scroll through YouTube and find it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely got its uses. I think maybe it's like because we often I know I use these things both as like some way to like entertain myself and to learn things, and that's where the problem. Like I actually wish I had like made a separate. So I have YouTube Premium, so that's why I stick with the one account all the time.
Right.
But it'd be great if I had two, because really like it's kind of annoying, especially if you're watching like YouTube on your TV. It's like all your learning, course related, whatever tip videos, that kind of stuff pops up,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's just
Like, man, I was just trying to watch some, like, I don't know, commentary slop. I wasn't trying to learn something
yeah,
right now.
yeah. Don't make me feel bad about being dumb and not wanting to know more. Like this is not every minute of the day is learning time.
Yeah, I get what you mean though
Uh,
as well, because sometimes I'll sit down for supper, right? And I'll sit down at my computer. I want to watch something on YouTube while I have my supper, you know. And I'm scrolling for something to look at. And I'm looking
yeah,
for entertainment right now because I'm relaxing. You know, I just got home from work. I got something to eat. I want to be entertained, you know. But all that's popping up is like all this informative content because I've been binging that while I was at work. Like listening to
yeah,
lectures and stuff, and now it's just showing me lectures, and it's like, no, 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 no. I don't want to watch a lecture right now, please. I'm tired.
yeah. Exactly. This is the perfect time for AI to step in and be like,
What would you like to see right now? Let me
hello,
tell you.
hello, hello, master.
Yeah,
What what do you feel like being educated, or do you wish to be entertained instead?
exactly. Here are your
Kind of,
options. Let me lay out a smorgasbord for you.
yeah.
Has browsing dirty websites got your PC filled with more viruses than a Wuhan containment site? Allow me to introduce BrickedUp Anti-Virus, the new and innovative virus prophylactic software. Our patented early detection system senses viruses on websites before they can infect you. Once detected, your computer will become an impenetrable fortress by initiating a hard and fast bricking up procedure. This service will surely change your life. Much like our thoroughly bricked up user, Jimothy. Jimothy is on one of our permanent bricked up plans. Watch as he hunches over, sweaty, calloused hand gripped tightly on his mouse. Jimothy is looking at dirty websites again. Lord only knows what kind of viral surprise awaits our hero as he browses the pages, eyes locked. Someone's about to get bricked up. Oh no, he's clicked on a download waiting to penetrate deep into his cavernous RAM slots to dump a massive viral load. Time for bricked up to do its thing. Watch as it shuts down all functions on his PC before the virus can reach his sensitive parts. Only your webcam will be left running so that our bricked up operators can watch you remotely to determine your level of satisfaction as well as their own. His system is now safe, secure, and insulated from any potential threat. Then, after a short wait of 3 months and 6 days, your assigned bricked up operator will be alerted that your system is due for a debricking. At which point, they will initiate the 6-month debricking process and you'll be back to surfing the web before you know it. But If you're smart, like our power user Jimothy here, you'll sign up for the BrickedUp Premium Plus Platinum Deluxe 360 coverage, oiled up and girthy top-tier plan package deal. This deal is from our permanent BrickedUp range. It entitles you to our slow and thorough, extra attentive debricking process, in which we guarantee that your PC will be usable after we're done with you. With our slow and thorough, extra attentive debricking process, no longer will our operators be rushed to debricking and risk wiping your PC clean. Now they can take their time and give you the servicing you deserve over a period of 1 to 2 years. Let's see this in action. Jimothy, are you looking at dirty websites again? And once again, Jimothy clicks download, but this time, the quick bust system is activated to clamp down the entire system in less than 1 second, busting the virus before it even begins its way into Jimothy's system. Oh, and there's the klaxon. Users of the BrickedUp Premium Plus Platinum Deluxe 360 coverage oiled up and girthy top tier plan package deal are our largest members. So therefore, we offer a special, mandatory service to them, in which our klaxon will blare out the name of our user and the title of the video he tried to download, for his own safety. Then this is where the real magic happens. Our BrickedUp operators will immediately dispatch a local priest from your nearest non-denominational church to assess the severity of your situation, as well as sending a detailed explanation of the situation to your mother, for your safety. Now, here we have Father Ronald Jerome Cockworthy. Father, you've assessed the situation, have you?
Yes, my child. I have verified the sin with my own eyes, yes.
And can you tell the listeners at home what you have determined?
You see, my son, our brother Jimothy has gravely sinned against God and himself. It's shameful, really, but the filth he has been consuming is beyond compare. Never before have I seen footage of such a despicable, wireless, smut-mongering electronic temptress. An absolute compu whore, and Brother Jeremy has degraded himself with such material and doomed his eternal soul.
And Father Cockworthy, what action is taken in such a situation?
Well, we can only do what God has intended for us, and what has been prescribed for us is what we must do. We must confiscate the material so that the Council of Holy Fathers can hold a group assessment. We don't enjoy this, you know, but we must watch it in council so that we may determine the fate of Jimothy's eternal soul.
Will Jimothy be going to hell, Father?
Almost certainly. But we will fight long and hard as long as he keeps paying his membership fees.
Thank you, Father Cockworthy. Now, if that's a deal you at home can resist, then stop resisting. And for podcast listeners, BrickedUp Anti-Virus is offering a special coupon code, 2TOXIC, to get 1 year service on the BrickedUp Premium Plan Platinum Deluxe 360 coverage oiled up and girthy top tier plan package deal for the price of 2. That's 1 year for the price of 2 using coupon code 2TOXIC. Get it now.
Yeah, I know there's stuff happening with AI right now, but I'm actually out of the loop a little bit in terms of I haven't tried out like what is it, Grok or
I haven't.
whatever.
Grok, is it an image generator or what is it? Or is it a chatbot?
I think Grok is meant to be. It's meant to be a chatbot. It's meant to be like the next big competitor for ChatGPT.
I see.
And
I see.
and then
Yeah.
there's something. It's the way that it's compiling information that's been like impressing people. I think that like investors in ChatGPT are like supposedly sweating because they're really
Interesting.
worried. But
I see.
I don't know because I haven't actually tried it. But when I have tried, like especially art generating ones, like and free ones, it's bad. Like you can get a result after a lot of effort. I don't know. I just I think I see people using it, but I don't see it being that good that it's gonna. I cannot not see AI art when I see it. It's so obvious. I don't know why,
Oh yeah,
and I
yeah, for
feel like
sure.
and I feel like everyone else is not like it's not just because I have some sort of art background. Like it's you could probably just show someone and they'll pick it up next time.
Well, I mean, look,
And
having an art background
it's
definitely helps you
everywhere,
to spot
right?
those things, though.
Yeah, it's in yes, like you can't escape it. Um, like a pamphlet, a marketing pamphlet for like music, like a event has AI on it, and I'm thinking like cultured music appreciating people should be a little bit less keen on like AI art.
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's tough because, okay, for something like that that's generating money, definitely, right? I think if
Yeah.
if you're like running an event and you're making a profit off this, right? I don't think there's an excuse to be using AI art for that. But
Mm.
if
Yeah,
you
there's
are
definitely
some if you
flavors.
are some random shitter just making like, I don't know, music or whatever,
Yeah.
making, or you're making your own content of whatever kind, you're making videos,
Yeah.
whatever, you can't afford to pay someone to create an image. You don't have the talent to
Hmm.
do it yourself, so
Yeah.
you're
No,
gonna go
that's
you're gonna go to the AI. So, like, this is now specifically if you're not, making money on it,
yeah.
because that's what I do with
Yeah.
my album covers. I use mostly AI
Mm.
art if I don't have some other kind of image that I want to use. Then I
Yeah.
use AI art because I'm not making any money off it, so I'm not going to pay someone
Mhm.
to do that. Why would
Yeah.
I?
Yeah, exactly. Like you and anyone like who is sort of not inherent they don't have like that monetary um backing or something. There's not like fingers in a big pie. Then yeah, like I guess there's a level or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Um about
It's
because I
definitely
mean even
weird
if you
when.
had like a couple of thousand rand involved, like maybe there's some sort of budget of
Yeah,
small
if
budget.
I had a couple of
Like
thousand
that would
rand, I
be
wouldn't be
a budget.
using. Yeah, I wouldn't be using AI art if I
Yeah.
had a couple of thousand rands to put into this. I'd be
Yeah,
I'd be calling you up
probably
and paying you to
yeah.
make something for me.
Yeah. And like the thing is doing that, like that's so like
And
say
I say this as someone who has previously
mm,
paid to have art made for an album cover that made no money. Right?
mm,
The album that you
yeah,
made that little animation for my Spotify thing,
yeah,
that album
yeah, yeah.
I paid a friend in PE to paint the album cover for us.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's 100 times better than any of the AI covers that I've used, right? But
Mm,
if I want to put out a lot of content, I can't afford to do that every
no.
time. Maybe with the big releases, like that was like
Yeah.
our first album, so I wanted it to be really
Mm,
good. So, I paid someone who I knew could do a good job to do it for us, and it was worth it,
yeah.
definitely. But if every single like track that I put out, because I want to have an album cover on every track that I put out, I don't want to just put some, I don't know, like some
Mm,
whatever, just a blank solid color with text on it or something. Maybe
yeah, no.
sometimes that could look cool, but not for everything. So
Yes.
I do that, and um, like I said, it's not making any money, so I think that's all right.
Mhm. Yeah, because like uh basically as soon as yeah, I mean that's what you should do because you basically say you wanted to get to that point. I think what would make sense, what makes the most sense is for someone to like release something, and then if it gets big traction and there's suddenly things change, then you re-release things, or you like, you make some sort of um, yeah, like I don't know if you're talking about a music video or whatever it is, but
Hmm.
like that's when you can go and pay some artists and people and whatever
Yeah,
to help. But
absolutely.
like no one in the past, look, bands, rock bands, whatever, they were always getting all these really great artists to make incredible art, like album art.
Yeah, of
But
course.
that was totally different because they were going straight to like a label or
Yes,
something, and
exactly.
then
They've
the
got the
money
backing, the
that
financial backing of
label
a
would
label.
then, yeah, and these are obviously big bands that we're talking about, so they obviously eventually got lots of money.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
there are
like
also
it
like
was
there are
different.
small bands who have had access to great artists who would like create visuals, whether maybe that artist themselves weren't well known at the time but incredibly skilled, or they were well known but they had this affinity for the band, so they said,
Yeah.
let me help you out either for free or for cheap.
Mm.
Like there's
Yeah.
examples of that, but mostly it's what you said. There's these bands
Mm.
like the Dead Kennedys. I don't think they would have had access to, and same thing for Korn as well. I don't think either of them would have had access to H.R. Geiger to create art for them without
Mm.
the backing of a big label. H.R. Geiger, he
Mhm.
did. I don't think it was a front cover. I think he did it like an inner fold artwork for the Dead Kennedys. It was a field of dicks and vaginas, like dicks
That sounds
coming
like
out of the
Geiger.
ground. Yeah, yeah. And for Korn, he created Jonathan Davis's mic stand, the bitch.
Oh yeah, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, yeah.
And he keeps that thing everywhere. Like he takes it with him. It's
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah, yeah. And he's a big fan of Geiger, I believe.
Yeah. That's such a cool. Yeah, Dead Kennedys. Um, were like. I was just noticing that there's gonna be a remake for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater,
Oh, really?
and yeah, and Dead Kennedys featured on that soundtrack, and
Oh,
they were
sick.
quite like, well, them and many other bands, obviously, but like those soundtracks were pretty uh impactful,
That
especially
was
for like
another
alternative.
that was another important way for finding music actually. Video games.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk's,
Mm. And
Need for
I
Speed,
remember most.
Need for Speed
Yeah.
Underground, dude.
Yeah. Was it Underground was 1 and 2 were good, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think I mostly played 2, if I remember correctly, but they were both good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most
I'm
Wanted
trying
was
to like
pretty good
remember.
too, but I don't think it had like that musical aspect to it the way Underground did.
Yeah, I can never remember which, but it was all of those probably.
Yeah.
And then after that they kind of dipped. But those were great because it was all just like there's some babe and she wants you to ride some like you know you defeat some
Some other
car race
dude in a car.
for for a pink slip, and it's like what is this magical pink slip? But
But I'll do it.
yeah, some uh, and yeah, no, those were definitely good ways to find music. Uh,
I think
sure,
Crazy Taxi also had really good music, right? I remember I think I discovered The
I think so.
Offspring through Crazy Taxi.
I think they did because that was, I think, like half the reason it was so fun
Yeah.
because you were
I can I
the
can
game
I
is
can
super
imagine
good,
driving
but
around in that yellow taxi with like Dexter Holland like like I can just picture it right now. I'm pretty sure that's how I discovered
yeah,
them.
yeah, that's another game that they're promising a remake for,
Oh,
but I don't know when.
that would be sick.
And
But
then
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
I'm
have
also
they have
like
they not done
very
one? Have they not done one already for Crazy Taxi?
I don't if they had, then I totally missed it, but I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, I would definitely want to play that. I would want to play the Tony Hawk's. I think it's 3 and 4, and they're sort of combining them.
Nice. Yeah, Pro
Um,
Skater. Pro
I'm
Skater was a
thinking,
great game, even for people who aren't into skateboarding. I think. Like I was never,
yeah,
I was never into skateboarding, but I love Pro Skater, dude.
yeah, it was fun. It was genuinely fun.
Yeah.
Like I was not. really a skateboarder, so it's like I was telling Christy it was fun because you could also like build your course, so like
Oh yeah,
there's
that's
kind
right.
of like you could build courses, share it with people and
It's
stuff.
like a,
So like
it's kind of like Mario Maker in that way.
yeah, and it's pretty advanced, I think, in the amount of shit that you could build for a game from like quite a way ago. I mean, that was like what? When did that come out? Like 2003, something like that.
Yeah, something like that, man. That's a that's an old ass game, man.
Mm. Yeah, but you know, I need to share something with you before we run out of time
Oh yeah.
because I did quickly um export it just before our call,
Oh yes.
and I just wanted to show you the song that I've been working on,
Oh
and
nice.
give just so that I may as well share what I've got down so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, man, and the thing is, like, truthfully, like, I need to learn as much as I can,
For sure,
and
dude.
it's I wouldn't say it's a steep learning curve because actually it's been very like comfortable, like it's a comfortable incline.
Yeah, yeah,
Ableton is pretty. It seems like it's intending to be straightforward.
yeah,
So I kind of get this feeling of like I can trust that there is a solution to everything I need. I just need to find it, figure it out,
yeah. You just need to look it up, really.
And also like
This is what
yeah,
this is
like
what I
most of the
use. This is what I use AI for as well. Actually,
yeah
I'm like on Ableton, how do I do this? And then it'll tell
yeah
me, and usually it gets it right.
yeah it can really help, especially if the software is like sometimes it doesn't help me with some other programs, but that's more because they change so much every year. Um, like Autodesk Maya is that in particular. But then sometimes AI gets confused about the version or something like that. But basically, I don't think that's an issue with Ableton. Yeah, and then yeah, because it's like you want to know how to we want to know how to truly get the sound you're looking for.
Yeah, yeah,
Like if you
exactly.
can't, even if I have the song recorded at this point, it's very likely that it won't really sound the exact way I
Yeah,
wish it
yeah.
would.
It's
And
often
so
hard to
like
get that.
I'm yeah, I'm just gonna, embrace the fact that you can just remaster it or release it or whatever
Yeah, at a later time.
at a later point
Yeah,
when you've learned whatever you need to know.
yeah.
So like
That's why
that I'm quite
that was a
comfortable.
big thing I had to get over as well when it comes to putting out content. You know, it's like just fucking put
Mhm.
something out. Like, if you want to revisit it later, you can. Nothing is stopping you from redoing any
Yeah,
piece that you've done before. It's yours. You can do whatever
yeah,
the fuck you want.
yeah. That's so true. It's it's quite. It's more. I think it's more obvious now that I'm like thinking about music, but
Yeah,
especially because it's like I'm quite okay with the idea of say releasing a song and then if it works or something, you can release like a video for it later. Like maybe if, for instance, you've got budget for it
yeah,
at a
yeah,
later stage. Like that to me sounds like a good plan because really there's no way, there's no like, you know, there's no wrong way to do
yeah, yeah.
a release
And also
at this
re-releasing a song doesn't always mean redoing it from scratch. It might just mean remixing. Like you might be able to keep the original tracks and just remix them in a better way.
Yeah.
But with
Yeah,
visual
you could
art,
like
if you want to redo a piece of visual art, you probably have to start from scratch again.
yeah, and it's usually kind of it's only the real weirdos that redo something they've done before.
Yeah,
Like
there's a little bit of
they have
something crazy in that, right? Like an obsessive compulsive kind of
uh,
thing, redrawing the same thing and putting it out 100
yeah,
times.
it is weird, but I think it's because they have some relationship with whatever the content is. So like for them, it was the first time they ever drew something like that, and then they're like, okay, let me show myself that I can do it better.
Hmm.
But then at the same time, for me, I've never really done that because it's like, but there's other things to draw that
Yeah, yeah.
rather fucking draw.
Or maybe they've got the was it Bruce Lee, the Bruce Lee approach. I fear the man
Yeah.
who has practiced one punch a million times.
Yeah, that is. Some people are like that. I don't think I can be that single-minded.
Yeah, I can't.
Like
I can't.
I get bored of an idea if I uh like I know when there's something I like, I need to occasionally put it away for a
Yeah.
little bit just so that I continue to enjoy it later
Yeah,
without getting sick.
I can't even do one style of music for too long. Like, dude, the fact
Mm.
that we're working on this project of yours now, and the Unhip Cats 10-year anniversary, that has been like a
Yeah,
reinvigoration for me because I've been doing hip hop now for like probably almost 10 years. I was like, whoa,
yeah,
what the fuck? Like, I haven't put out a piece of like rock music or any kind of
mm,
like non-hip hop music in 10 years. That's crazy.
yeah,
Not even a blues song
yeah.
in 10 years.
No, because it's like I don't know. I guess
But I needed
that's
the
also
time
like
to
okay.
learn the craft
Mm.
as well. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
before that, I was doing rock music for like 10 years. So
yeah,
now I
maybe.
can do both side by side.
Yeah, that's exactly how I see it as well. Like, I think there's probably many styles and types of music, whatever, that I like more than the music I probably like will be making, like or
Yeah.
that I intend to make.
Mm.
But it's like, but there's a specific reason I've picked this kind of music to make.
Yeah.
Or it's like there are a couple of reasons. Maybe it's because I think there should be more of this kind of music, or maybe it's because I just think it's like
Fun to
um,
make.
it's suitable to me for some reason.
Mm.
Maybe there's a selfish thing, like you feel good playing that kind of music, or like if I were, say, some sort of guitar virtuoso, I'd probably make different kind of, or I'd be
Yeah.
inclined to make different kinds of music. So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
working with what you got, what your background is, or something.
All right. Sick. We'll do it again next week then.
Yeah, dude, great chatting.
Yeah, man.
Have a
Likewise.
good one.
You too, man.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks, man.
That's it.